Okay, so this tutorial is going to be about how to put your Maya model onto Sketchfab. All right, um, so in this checklist, first let's make sure that the FBX plugin is on. Okay, so FBX, Maya Windows Settings Preferences Plugin Manager. I'm just gonna highlight that. So Windows Settings and Preferences Plugin Manager. Okay, and you could just make it real quick by typing in FBX, and basically you want this one on FBX Maya.mll check. Okay, so we're good. Refresh, close. Alright, so that's checked off. Next. Okay, so there's a couple of things to make sure that you won't run into problems. Alright, so your 3D models, shaders, and texture images, they all need identifiable names. Alright, so I named this one Teal Blue Cobra. Alright, there it is. Okay. And the shaders, okay, I named it Cobra Snake Shader, and I named this Tiling Texture Snake Texture. Something blue, purple, reflective, blah 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 blah. Yeah. Okay, so that part, yeah. Okay. All right, next. Here's another bit of information. So the maximum supported file size per texture, right? So for example, this texture is 75 megabytes. And the maximum supported resolution, meaning the size of your texture, is 8,000 something by 8,000 something. Basically double 4K. So this is massive. For this texture that I have, that I made, this one is 3,648 by 3,648. And how big is the file size? 24 megabytes. 24 megabytes. So it's getting there. Alright. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Okay, so next, delete history on non-rigged models. For example, this doesn't have any animation or any bones or anything like that. So I'm just gonna, delete the history. There's nothing in here, right? If you have a rig, right, with bones, like for example, the alphabet rig, and that one might have to be a little bit careful. There's something called baking your animation. It's all techie stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research on that. If there's like a rig with animations and bones and all kinds of skinning and all of that. Yeah. Anyway, so delete the history. So next, you select specific items from the outliner you want to export. So that one. And you want to be a little bit careful because let's see if your scene is kind of crowded and has a whole bunch of stuff and maybe, you know, things that should have been deleted or just junk in there. You don't want to just grab everything and export it because you'll bring all that crap with you, which you don't want. So that's why I say here, just, you know, select what you want. And you don't have to bring in your lights, right? Just your model. Okay. And then you go to File, Export Selection. So File, Export Selection. So File, Export Selection. And I already exported it out. But a couple of things in here, right? Did that part. Files of type. This is this. You want to choose FBX export. FBX export. Right, so to go all the way down and right here. Okay. FBX is basically a file type that is universally accepted throughout mostly all 3D programs, right? That's transferable. All right. All right. Let me just color that and that. You know what? Let's show what it looks like. You know, I didn't even get to do that. All right, so let's do that. 1 second. All right, so here we are. You know, it's neat. Where you know, it's a viewer on Sketchfab, and you can zoom in by using the mouse scroll. Right, it gives you its own HDRI lighting. Just pick and choose, and the textures. I made this texture in Photoshop, and all that little shininess and little bumpiness. That's all from Sketchfab. Its own little, you know, super user-friendly 3D little application within it. Very, very user-friendly. Yeah, it's not a juggernaut like Maya software. Yeah, and you use your left mouse button to kind of rotate, you know, and you use your middle mouse to pan, and you use your scroll wheel to zoom in. And, you know, you just pan around, super neat. Right. And then if and when you have your own website, you can embed it, you know, so you can link it to your website, but that's for next time. So that's what we'll be looking forward to. All right. So a couple of important things. File type, specific, options tab. This guy right here. This one is a little bit hard to find. Okay. So here we are, right? FBX export. And just close everything up. Right. You want to choose 1, 2, 3, 4th tab, file type specific options. Okay. Then you got all this stuff going on, right? And just color it. You want to go to your animation tab. Right. You gotta click on include. Let me type that out. Let me pause it for. Alright, so I paused the video for a bit. I wrote in blue, right? Click on the include tab. So like here was this, right? File type specific options. And include tab. And then from there, you're gonna choose animation tab. Animation tab. All this opens up. It's nuts. Right. Alright, so next part is you want to click on animation, just in case if you have animations that you want to, show an animation in Sketchfab. Next, bake animation tab. I wrote down here, only if you have animations. Check, you're going to have bake animation on. Right here, bake animation tab. Like for example, the bouncing ball animation or the alphabet animation. This one there's no animation, so I'm just gonna uncheck it. But it's there for you. And then if you have animations, the start and end frame, right? Next, embedded media. Let me just close all of that. So it's gonna be right here, embedded media. Check it on. By default, it's not on. You want to check it on. And from what I read on the websites and stuff, it basically will supposed to take with the textures and plug it in automatically and all that. But yeah, it does it partially. Anyway, so embedded media, click it on. And then you want to have a specific folder to save your exported FBX files to. So right now, as you can see, I'm in my scenes. Alright, if I go up a ladder, my scenes folder, but within that I got all these other folders, all within my scenes folder. But I named one called Corba Export to Sketchfab, right? And the way you make a new folder, let's see, because I'm in my scenes folder, right? You click on this, create new folder, you just type that in. That's how you make your new folder. And then you hit open, and then you type out, whatever it is you want. And then you hit export. So let's say, I don't know, test. Export. Yeah. Oh, one last thing. If you have your model where it's where you want it smooth, right, organic, you're gonna want to apply that smooth. You don't just rely on pressing 3, right? This one already has a smooth on it, so it's mesh, smooth, option box, right? Mesh, smooth, option box. Make sure you have your mesh selected. Edit, reset. Probably want to set it to 2, right? And you hit apply, and it'll show up over here, right? But it's already too much, way too much, because I already have one level of smooth on it. But when you have this, make sure to just delete history as well before you export it. And like I said at the beginning of the semester, some models you can just get away with not pressing smooth. Other models, you're going to want to have it smooth. It all depends on each model. Like this one definitely needs a smooth, and the good thing about it is that the mesh is clean, where it allows for smoothing. Whereas like the hard surface modeling, several of the models were open-ended, so it couldn't allow for super clean smoothing. So I just had to mention it. Alright, okay, and you save it to a specific folder, check. Yeah, and then let me just type something here. smooth your model if needed and if your model is clean. Right. Okay. Sketchfab doesn't have 3 smooth preview. So I wrote that down. Sketchfab doesn't have, level 3 smooth preview when you press the 3 button. Or it's not that I know of. Anyway, so that's pretty much that. So that's 15 minutes. I'll probably make another video on Sketchfab. It's actually pretty straightforward. Yeah, my issue was trying to do that plugin, and that was a mess. Okay, that's about it. I'll make another one regarding working within Sketchfab. You'll like it. Yeah, you'll like it a lot. It's pretty fast, straightforward, very user friendly. Okay, bye.